wow, the people who live in Sri Lanka are really united and like want to fight together against the government. They don't want to fight from each other, and like they do it in a very peaceful way, like with music and flags and.
Hey guys, so welcome back to Chetty Boys vlog. So today I'm with Anastasia, she's from
Hello.
France, and today we are going to react for the current crisis that is being taking place in Sri Lanka. So let's see how she reacts and how she thinks what's going because she has no idea
I
what's
have
going
no
on.
idea.
So let's think what she thinks about the politicians, what she thinks is what people doing is it right or not. So let's get her opinion. Let's get back to the video. So
Sri Lanka's economic crisis has completely recast the lives of its once flourishing middle class. For many families who never had to worry about fuel or food, the effects of the crisis have been instant and painful. Years of progress towards a comfortable lifestyle derailed in a span of.
what do you think after now? What do you get the like? What's the first impression like? You think?
First, there is like an economical crisis with the
Yes.
cost of fuel and every needed thing. So the prices are getting up, and it's just explaining how did they do right now?
Yeah.
How did they manage to survive?
So now like one person will talk like how you.
Few months. Even with a reliable paycheck, surviving a full month has become difficult.
What we get from our as a salaries, it's only worth for like a 2-3 weeks time. Then we have to find a way to earn money for another 1 weeks. Then sometimes like a 1 month or 2 months wise, government give you like a 5,000 rupees. Sometimes it's not worth.
Food prices first doubled, then tripled. Savings were used up, and the government handouts were sought. A majority of Sri Lankans have been forced to cut back on portions as they struggle to manage 3 meals a day.
I'm a patient and I'm suffering from diabetes. We come and wait in the queue to buy kerosene almost every day, but we still don't get kerosene. For past 3 to 4 days,
So it's been an issue right now.
Yeah.
And you see the petrol. These are the queues. Like you can see
Oh
the
my God.
for the kerosene for the petrol, you have to stay like my friends. They said like they stayed 3 days in the petrol queue.
Oh my God. 3 days.
3 days in the petrol queue. So what they do, they park the vehicle like this. They
Okay.
give sometimes they ask for another person to stay in the car until like one day they keep another person, the next day they keep another person because they stay in the queue for 3 days.
Oh my God. 3 days. And they're
Three
like,
days. It's it's so. I mean, I was like I was like surprised. Can they stay like that? I was like, no way. Like
oh my God.
and
And what is does the government is doing something or?
it's because the country does not is the country doesn't have money to afford to buy food from another country because it's not produced in Sri Lanka, of course. So you have to buy food from other countries. So the country doesn't have dollars or foreign currency to buy it.
Okay.
So that's the issue that the that they're facing. But why the Sri Lankan faces this problem is because of the government and their mismanagement. And they say that it's because of the COVID. Yes, the COVID was obviously a cause, but still
But how
to go down
there
this
is
much,
something wrong
there is
somewhere.
something wrong somewhere, obviously. And also, why people say they stall, the government stalls. So let's see, you will see what's happening now.
we don't even have enough to eat. We are facing a lot of hardships due to the shortage of kerosene.
Days are spent waiting in serpentine queues to buy scarce fuel. Tuk-tuk drivers, with their 8-liter tanks, are forced to spend days lining up before they can run hires again. In a bid to deal with severe shortage, only essential services are allowed access to the fuel. Schools have gone online, civil servants have been asked to work from home, and many are ditching cars for bicycles.
When the petrol problem came up, I tried to use WhatsApp group chats to check where petrol was available. But that was not practical. First, it was 2 or 3 hours in a petrol queue, then it was 4, 6, and up to 8 hours. About 3 weeks ago, I was in a petrol queue for 3 days.
ඊට පස්සේ අන්තිමට මම දැන් සති දෙකකට
As the situation worsens, many Sri Lankans are trying desperately to leave the country.
So,
Oh my god, it's reached a stage that people are just running out of the country
yes.
because of the situations. That's like wow. No, but yeah, I would like to know more about the protest and
Yeah,
how
I'll show you
how did they protest
yes,
and
how they do. Because it's the
Okay.
interesting part that you're gonna see how they protest, and I think you haven't seen something like that before.
okay.
So the president is Gota. Where Gota there, but not Gota. This is how they protest. The video is there.
ඔබත් එන්න මිතුරේ අපිත් එක්ක ගමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ හෙටක් සොයන සටනේ ඇරමුම මේ බිම
So they're like,
It's really nice because it's looked like a pacifical demonstration.
Of
Like
course.
people are sitting, like protesting, and there is no violence thing. In
no,
this,
because it's known as ADARE ARAGALAYai. ADARE ARAGALAYai is like love. ADARE means love in single. So ADARE ARAGALAYai means protest of love, like.
okay. Also, that's a very nice way of saying things.
And it is like there are like 4 religions in Sri Lanka: Buddhist, Tamils, Muslims, and Christians.
Okay.
So the politicians, because of their own views, they like wanted to divide these religions sometimes because to get votes because of their votes.
Yeah.
So anyway, here everyone was to get together. Here, as you can see in this part.
Yeah, everyone is together.
Everyone is together, so like it's cool
Yeah.
because this was the
Because
first time protest I think I have seen from my eyes that took place like this. It's
Yeah.
normally at the protest I know that they are just going walking in the street for one day, but this they started this in April.
Oh my
For 3
god.
months they're staying doing
Whoa.
this non-stop. They are sleeping in the same place. It's called the golf face in Sri Lanka. They named it as gohomegota Gama.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
gohomegota Gama, they have marked a place like for example in France, Rouen, they made a name in the Google Maps also saying gohomegota Gama. That's the place they come and protest until it
Okay.
goes.
Oh my god! But it's really strong that even this big crisis, they have divided the country or like the people that are living there. So like even when I see the process, it's not like in France. Like I don't know if you've seen it, but there are like this gilets jaunes things that like
Yeah.
and it went to violence and
Yeah, I have seen like a lot of manifestations like this.
it was horrible. And now when I see that, I'm like, wow. But people who live in Sri Lanka are really united and like want to fight together against the government. They don't want to fight for each other, and like they do it in a very peaceful way, like with music and flags and
Yeah, they did a lot of like they used dramas, they used songs to tell these, they used stage dramas to express what they are facing.
Yeah.
So it happened until recently, and you will see like recently what happened, but this is like start from the beginning.
ඇසුනාද දරුණාද මිනිසුන් ළඟ එනවා ජය ගන්නා සුළඟක් වාගේ පොදුහීන ඇතිහීන මිනිසුන් හැරෙනවා යුක්තිය අද හොයනා යුරේ ඔබත් එන්න මිතුරේ අපිත් එක්ක ගමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ හෙටක් සොයන සටනේ ඇරමුම මේ බිමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ ඉවසන් පරදා කරුම ජඩකන් යමු දැන් උන්ව පෙරලන් කතිරෙන් කරපුවරකන් තව බෑ ඉන්න ඉවසන් පරදා කරුම ජඩකන් යමු දැන් උන්ව පෙරලන් ඔබත් එන්න මිතුරේ අපිත් එක්ක ගමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ හෙටක් සොයන සටනේ ඇරමුම මේ බිමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ
They made like libraries, books, like libraries where people can read. They open like a tent for like to keep arts, to express how they feel, what they think.
Okay.
So they
They develop really like
in the gohomegota there are like a lot of things that you can do, so people come and express how they feel. They can talk, they can give speeches, they can express whatever they want.
okay.
Yes.
So it's like a real city.
It's like a real city. People come and visit when they want, and yes, it's
Okay.
actually it's kind of stress releasing as well.
ඔබත් එන්න මිතුරේ අපිත් එක්ක ගමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ හෙටක් සොයන සටනේ ඇරමුම මේ බිමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ ඔබත් එන්න මිතුරේ අපිත් එක්ක ගමනේ ආදරේ අරගලයයි මේ
I don't know what will happen tomorrow, so hope for the best.
Yeah.
So people are thinking, I don't know where it will end up. I guess people are being together, strong together, so it will end somewhere good. But hereafter, what I will think will happen is the politicians will stay in their limits without cheating, because now the politicians are scared. I mean, because they know the power of the people, they know what will happen if they do something wrong.
Yeah.
So it's a good lesson for them. And these kinds of protests are like, I mean, it gives me so energy. Like, even though I'm staying here, I'm like always looking at the news. Oh, what? Seriously, if I was there, I would have.
Yeah, you like to protest.
Yes, go there. But even though that, let's hope that people will get what they want, and Sri Lanka comes back to normal
And better.
and better. Yes.
Thank you very much for letting me.
Yeah, so that's it. So that was her reaction for the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, but not enjoyed, because it was just letting her know what's currently happening in Sri Lanka, as well as not only for her, but for the for the other weavers who watch this video. So that's what's going on. So let's hope for the best, and we all hope like go home, Gota.
Yeah, go home, go.
Go home, Gota.